Welcome back. Employ Milwaukee has a new satellite location that will expand workforce development services for our community. It's located at 57th and Oklahoma. To celebrate the new space, there was a ribbon cutting and a dedication ceremony. Well, it was another busy week for Milwaukee Public School students competing in the district-wide Spelling Bee. Jessica Maduker here now to tell us about some of the winners in the competition.
Well, Shannon, how do you spell academic excellence? Because that's what happened over the weekend. Dozens of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders braved the big lights and audience to spell out some challenging words with the hopes of taking home a trophy. Now, 2 of the champions came from Humboldt Park School, and here's how they got the gold.
A-N-E-C.
For these bees, spelling each word correctly was only half of the challenge.
Oh, my heart was beating very fast, and because there was a lot of people just looking at me like this.
I was really nervous about speaking in front of a microphone.
N-G, plumbing.
Correct.
Articulating each letter perfectly, these 2 Spelling Bee champions representing Humboldt Park School competed amongst 25 spelling stars.
I don't know, they just pulled it together. I don't think that any of these kids have ever been on a stage or spoken in front of an audience.
Jennifer McCoy, a teacher at the school, helped these students prepare, but she saw something unique in this group.
Most of the students who participated have English as their second language.
This was the case for 6th grader Rachel Lahr and 8th grader Regina Farouk. Their parents were extremely proud to see what they accomplished.
They looked really excited and happy for me, and also shocked because they didn't know I was studying so much and I knew how to spell all these large words.
And then my parents, well, since they don't know much English, I practiced by myself and with my little brother.
Creating their own opportunities 1 word at a time. Amazing. And yes. Shannon, you were at the Spelling Bee over the weekend.
Oh my God. And one would think, oh, this is just, kind of low key, but the suspense really came with the 7th graders. I was able to give the trophy to the winning 7th grader, who was Jelanis Rivera. Now, the great thing about this is that her mother had actually she was eliminated at first. And then her mother realized, wait a minute, she spelled that word right. And it was a moment about how parents were advocating for their children. And because her mother spoke up and asked the judges to reevaluate, she came back up to the stage and she actually won the spelling bee.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Wow.
I mean, it brought me to tears. I'm going to be honest with you because, again, to see how much study these kids put in.
Yes, yeah. 2 months, a little over 2 months. And that's what some of these students had told me. They'd been prepping by themselves. And for these students at Humboldt also, I mean, they were studying by themselves because their parents didn't speak English. So they were really also, depending on support from their teachers. It's just awesome to see how it really takes a village.
It takes a village, and MPS will be doing this again next year. Now, overall, there were more than just the Spelling Bee with MPS. Even here, the Scripps National Spelling Bee is coming up in just less than a week, May 31st. It will run through June 2nd, and you can watch it on Ion Plus or Bounce XL.